Assalamualaikum and hello everyone. This time around, I would like to share about my personal reflection assignment. I have chosen Article 4 for my reflection, in which the article discussed about challenges faced by Malaysian students in mastering English. English has undeniably performed not only as a common language in this country, but it shows way more than that. English has been placed as one of the most important languages in communication as well as the main medium of instruction in education. However, reading this article, I have realized that even though there is growing needs for English, it seems like the usage of English among Malaysian students is decreasing. Therefore, I would like to share three factors influencing Malaysian students' attitude towards speaking English. First point, socio-economic background of the students' families. We can see how education level, income level, and occupation of the families do play a big role in influencing the students towards speaking English or not. Students with parents coming from higher education level, higher income, and occupation are more proficient, comfortable, and confident in speaking English. It is because they usually have been exposed to the English-speaking environment since their young age. That is why they have more skills and more elaborate vocabularies in English. They also have more standard form of English. On the other hand, students with parents coming from middle and lower socioeconomic background are more cautious when speaking English. They are not confident and fear that they would make mistakes while speaking. This may be due to their parents not exposing them to English as much as parents from higher level of socioeconomic would. These students would lack in English skills as usually it is passed down from the parents. I feel that the socioeconomic background should not restrain students from learning and mastering English, and students should not be ashamed to speak English although their parents do not work in professional sectors. Moving on to the main point number 2, language choice in speech communities. As a matter of fact, Malaysia is a multilingualism country and there are many languages spoken in the country. Bahasa Melayu, Mandarin, Hokkien, Cantonese, Tamil, Hindi, including a variety of dialects spoken all over the country, there is definitely a long list. And it is natural for members of different ethnicities to speak their indigenous languages inside their speech communities. Actually, for the students, it depends on which domains they're in for them to speak English. It is not common for students to speak English with their family members unless this habit is instilled since the young age. But when the students are with their friends, it is more likely for them to not speak English unless there is someone in the circle that speaks English. This is when they would speak English too, as they do not want to be looked down by their peers. In a way, it is actually a good motivation for the students to speak more English comfortably. Now, the third and last point, language policy in Malaysia. There is quite a number of language policies in our country, starting from PPSMI, MBM-MBI, KSSR, KSSM, and the latest one, Malaysia Education Blueprint 2013-2025. One thing in similar, these policies are made to improve the understanding of English language among Malaysian students as English is taught as a second language. However, these changes actually influenced on what basis students would speak English. The only certain thing is that they would definitely use English in the classrooms, but there is no guarantee that they would use it outside the class. They may could switch or could mix the language, but it's not common to see them speak proper English among their peers. Adding to that, short weekly time allocation for learning English at schools also hinder the students from having sufficient exposure to the language. As a conclusion, all of the three factors influencing Malaysian students' attitude towards speaking English should be looked thoroughly and some proactive measures should be taken to overcome the issues that come along with them. It needs more than the students' own efforts in order to master in English. Lastly, students should not remember that mastering English does not mean that they are forgetting their mother tongue language. It just means that they have acquired a new language which is useful for their future. Thank you for watching.